Sue! Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you guys. Latest rundown of the day's goings on, the day's happenings at Manchester United with all the transfer news and all the latest sort of rumours and things with actual basis that we're going to talk about today in regards to the latest goings on with players in, players out, etc. How you all doing today, guys? Thank you very much for joining us. I can see there's a lot of legends in here. Mark Harris, Alex Mills, Days Gone, Lance, Malps, RJ, Tad, Mark Nurse, Amy Evans, RJ, Philip Chapman, Damien Michael, Dean, The Only 1K, Malps, Lance again there, C Talentless, David Sini, Scujo, One, Turtlehead, Shane Oz, Chris Barker, Tyler D, Elliot Manduna, Mohammed Dardi, David Hodgie, STB Mitchell, Viking Football Show, Jaden Amoon, Red Devils Gaming, Twisted Fate, Thunder and Joy, Leo Rose, Ross, Jonathan Gallagher, Harrison Boxall, and everyone else. Thank you very much for getting in here today for the show. We've got lots to get into, guys, so do us a favour at the start of this one. Smash that like on it, give it a big thumbs up and share it around on the socials and get yourself subscribed if you're new to the show. We've got plenty to cover, lots of updates and all the latest news of the day. And get yourself involved with the chat, guys. It's a fully interactive channel, so do have your say. What's up there, Stuart Orlison, James Smith, Must Play, Premot? Yes, dudes, welcome aboard the Bacon Express today. So look, United still haven't signed any players, guys. What a disgrace. Honestly, what an absolute disgrace this transfer window is. I know we're working on a couple of players, but fuck me. This is pitiful, isn't it? Still nothing announced. Look, we know we've got, of course, Malacia having the medical, and that's going to be announced very soon. But that's not enough, guys. At this moment in time, it's an absolute disgrace. And then when we factor in the news last night about Cristiano Ronaldo perhaps looking to get a departure from the club, it's just turned into an absolute stinker. And to compound that, there's also been a lot of hoo-ha in regards to Frenkie de Jong, which we're going to discuss more so in this video as to whether he will or whether he won't be joining Manchester United this summer. So it's just been an absolute horrendous, chaotic, gashtastic saga over 24 hours. Never mind a transfer window. So look, it's everything's up in the air at the moment at United. We're looking to do business. Malacia is incoming, so he is having a medical today. I mean, we got an update from Fab this morning, and obviously everywhere else is reporting that his medicals are happening today. But Fabrizio said that Man United have contracts already signed with Feyenoord for Tyrell Malacia deal, waiting for the player to fly to England today afternoon and undergo first part of medical tests, second part of the medical scheduled on Monday morning, and then the first signing will be official. So we know that Malacia is incoming. He's obviously due to have his medical, and tomorrow, of course, we'll complete the second part of it. And then everything will be done and dusted there. He'll be with Ten Hag holding the shirt. So Malacia is done. There's no worries in regards to Tyrell Malacia. That deal is a good one, and it's been pushed through reasonably quickly. And this guy's come in. But other than that, he's not really a key player for Manchester United, is he? Other than that, we haven't done anything extra in regards to the Frenkie de Jong situation. I mean, we know that we've been working on that. We know that their president, Joan Laporta, came out and basically said all sorts of comments such as Frenkie de Jong doesn't want to go anywhere and they don't really want to sell Frenkie de Jong. We know that Xavi doesn't really want to sell Frenkie de Jong, but it is still an economic situation. There's reports recently that they sold some TV rights or some assets and things like that and sort of increased or improved their situation financially. So maybe they're not in such a situation where they have to sell all of their players anymore or have to sell Frenkie de Jong necessarily. And that if they are going to sell Frenkie de Jong, they're holding out for extra cash. So this is essentially perhaps what the feeling is because of Joan Laporta's comments. Doesn't necessarily mean that that is the case. Maybe this agreement in principle that's been reported by all the journalists that's already happened for 85 million euros is hopefully the case, and it should be the case. But maybe Joan Laporta's just chatting shit here, guys, you know? Simple as that. Maybe he's just flapping his gums for the sake of, I don't know, just trying to put a little bit of pressure on United. Maybe they are trying to squeeze a few extra million euros out of Manchester United in this deal. But essentially what it could be as well is if they have improved their financial situation and they don't want to sell Frenkie de Jong now, or they're not desperate to, i.e. they don't have to because maybe they did sell a lot of their rights, their TV, whatever it was that they sold. I can't remember now. They sold some stuff and they sorted their financial issues out to a degree, apparently, anyway. So if that's the case, they don't have to sell him. Well, if they want to keep him, I think there's also reports like, look, Frankie's on a lot of money, isn't he, there? And they're due to pay him quite a bit of money next season. And it may be what this is just Joan Laporta obviously trying to get Frenkie de Jong to commit to Barcelona and give him an opportunity to stay if their finances are better. But they just don't want to pay him the money that he's on. So essentially, if he wants to take a massive pay cut, then maybe he would stay at Barcelona. But I can't really see him doing that from a financial basis because that seems to be what it could be about anyway. I don't know. Listen, this guy's just chatting absolutely raw shite, guys. I don't know if we should really listen to him personally. Maybe they are trying to squeeze a little bit more out United. That's why there's been a delay here, like in add-ons. So Fabrizio a week ago reported that we reached an agreement in principle with them, which is essentially a 65 million euro transfer fee up front and then a potential 20 million euros in add-ons. So that deal is all... That deal should be essentially, it's an agreement in principle. So it's more of the structure apparently they were working on in regards to the add-ons. Maybe they're asking for more money in add-ons. Maybe they're asking for a few more performance-related bonuses down the line. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm just absolutely pissed off and depressed with the fact that this whole De Jong saga hasn't been wrapped up yet. I mean, it's just going on, raging on all summer long. And it's got the potential to go on for a lot longer too. We're hoping it could be announced soon. But we also don't know that. There also could be a possibility this could just not even come off, or it could take a lot longer than we think it's going to take. So, crikey, it's pretty depressing. But let's just ask the live chat. Do you think that Frenkie de Jong stays or goes? Do you think he stays at Barca? Do you think he goes to Manchester United? Let's have a little vote in the live chat, everybody. Get a cheeky little stays or goes in there. Mark says, I think Barca just stalled until they have agreed deals for Lewandowski. Yeah, that's an interesting take as well. You're pissed too, says BlackRock Rugby. Hey there, Nut. What's going on, my son? He says, stays. Stays, says Amy Evans. Go, says Lewis RJ. Stay in, says Mark Harris. Stay, says Turtlehead. James. Go, says Red Devils Gaming and Rob. Go, says Tad Bakes. Laporte's chatting shit. I think you're right, to be honest with you, there, Lewis. I think Laporte is chatting some serious shite here, my friend. Goes, says Shane Doherty. Tyler says go. Stays, says Arctic United. Fair play. Bit of a mix in the chat. 50-50, says Any Evans. It looks like that's what it is in the chat as well, to be fair. Looks like about half of us think that he's probably going to come to United, and the other half think that he's going to stay. I mean, I wouldn't really put much weight on this Joan Laporta's comments, to be honest with you guys. He's chatting shite. It's as simple as that, my friends. It's as simple as that. We've supposedly already reached an agreement in principle, so maybe they are dangling a carrot of, hey, look, Frenkie, you're a good player. We like you. Would you be interested in staying? But only if we pay you like a shitload less money. And is he going to really go for that? I don't think he's going to go for that when he's progressed in his career and he's got to the point where now he's in his prime. And I don't think he's going to go for that. Rush Mano, thank you so much for the super chat, my son. Can everybody just get a sue in the chat for this legend? He says United would not be so naive to not get a club agreement before talking to De Jong. Barca need that cash to reinvest. Laporte's trying to rush the deal, says Rush Mano. Interesting. Yeah, well, there you go. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully they're just trying to... get this deal pushed through. I mean, and ask what essentially are they trying to? I don't get it though. I mean, if they're trying to rush the deal, just accept our fucking offer then. You know what I mean? We've got an agreement in principle, haven't we? So what the fuck's? I don't get it. But look, in all fairness, I agree with you. I don't think United would have gone through all of this negotiation process for weeks on end if there's not at least, for a start, an understanding that Frenkie would be keen to join us if Barca want to sell him, and secondly, that Barcelona would be prepared to play ball, at a fair price, because this has gone on for a long time now. We've had a lot of communication, a lot of conversations, and surely there has been, some advancements in this in recent times. When we saw that there was a couple of quotes from Fab. He was responding to an angry United fan yesterday where he clarified a little bit more on the situation. And he just said that he never said it was going to be done by June 30th. These things take a lot of time. And, but essentially it's more advanced. It's more advanced than it was a week ago. So hopefully it seems like we could get this guy in at some point, folks, but it's still not 100% just at this moment in time. If we did somehow manage to, if we did somehow manage to drop this deal now, it would be an absolute calamity, but I think it's going to get done in all fairness. Hey, Griffo Chaz getting in here raw. Let's pin that to the top of the live chat. He's got an article in there. It's on the website, guys. Potential Ronaldo replacements. Nice one, my son. Check this article out from Griffo Chaz. I'm going to pin it to the top of the live chat. Legend Griffo. Yeah, maybe Philip Chapman says, can we have a Don't Mention De Jong day tomorrow, please? It's like some Faulty Towers shite, isn't it? It's turning into a bloody sitcom, mate. I think I mentioned it once, but I think we're okay. Don't mention De Jong. You know, it's getting ridiculous, folks. What is happening with this situation? It's becoming a comedy of errors, guys, a saga. Maybe not. Maybe, hopefully, it's just this Joan Laporta's just flapping his gums. And let's face it, Manchester United should be capable of getting this guy in, especially if Barca do want to cash in. If their finances are fine now, well, where are all these players that they're signing then? They're linked to every single player. But, you know, where are they all? They're linked to a lot of players anyway. So there you go. By the way, we've got 316 legends in there. That is a Steve Austin amount of people. Give me a hell yeah in the live chat. And also, smash that like. We're nearly at 100 likes. Drop a thumbs up on the video. Help us get to 100 likes. It's free. Help boost us up there on the YouTube algorithm, my friends, if you want to support the show. And get yourself, of course, involved with the legends of the chat. Hey there, Vincent Bullock. What's going on? Exactly. Don't tell him his name. It's taken a long time, isn't it? You're right about that. Malbs comments, it's always a saga with this club. Thank you so much, Leah Rose. She says, smash the like for the pig. Thank you very much, Leah. You're a legend. Right. So, Fabrizio Romano has also given us an update on another player that we're looking at also. So, okay, the De Jong situation is, let's just clarify that for a second. So, the De Jong situation is much of the same. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Obviously, you may have seen Fabrizio's video earlier as well. You know, just clarifying the situation a little bit more. Hopefully, this essentially, there's got to be, like Rushmano says, we wouldn't be doing all of this negotiations if there wasn't at least, you know, some agreements in principle here and some discussions that are taking place to say that, yes, look, we're prepared to do business. And that's in regards to the player and the clubs. So, yeah, you know, I wouldn't worry too much at the moment until we've heard more about maybe this deal falling down. Still, it seems like it should just be all paper talk stuff. You know, Man United have been working on this guy for a long time and it is slow. And so therefore, there's a lot of question marks, a lot of doubts that are creeping in from people. But hopefully, let's not panic. Let's not panic, guys. It's not panic stations just yet. But if we did somehow manage to fail or fumble the De Jong deal, what an absolute shit show that would be and a calamity. So let's not even think about that eventuality because it's just doesn't bear thinking about, folks. Doesn't bear thinking about. We've got to get De Jong in because that's Ten Hag's guy. That's Ten Hag's signing. That's who he wants. And if we've worked on him for a whole month as well, and we just let the summer window pass us by, essentially, only to not get him, well, it's a massive kick in the love spuds. So we've got to keep the belief and hope that he comes in. Let's get a cheeky little hashtag, I believe, in the live chat, my friends, because really, really do still believe that he's coming, but you just never know. So, De Jong's situation is a frustrating one. You know, it does. Frankie wants Champions League, says the Diamond 94. It's possible. There's also some talks of, like Fab said in his video, about other teams being interested in him. That's always the case. But he said, look, United's interest is the most. United's obviously the most advanced. United's talked and discussed and negotiated and had this interest for a very long time. And nobody else at this moment in time has advanced those interests or negotiations or discussions to the point anywhere close to what Manchester United are. So there may well be other clubs that are interested in Frankie in the sense that he's a good player and that they want him. But Man United are the team that are going for him. Ten Hag's at Manchester United. If he does want Champions League football, then that could be the deciding factor if another club does come in for him. There are some reports that teams like Chelsea, City, PSG, whoever may want to put a cheeky little swooped offer in there and try and compete with Manchester United, in which case it would be an absolute nightmare. So we do have to try and act as quickly as possible on this deal. That's why it's so frustrating. It seems we're just leaving the door open for a lot of other teams to come in and potentially get this guy from out from under us. We have to be careful, guys. We've got to move quickly. Yeah, Lewis says Chelsea don't need De Jong. I mean, the club that needs him the most right now is clearly Manchester United. We obviously need him the most. Our midfield is a bunch of looking complete melters. Sorry to say, it is. They're just lower league standard. So it's definitely important to improve the midfield. He's obviously a top player, Champions League standard player playing for Barcelona. Obviously a top player in his prime, running that Netherlands midfield, etc. This guy is a prime target for a lot of clubs in the world, you would think. United don't have Champions League football. We're in a bit of a rebuild. It's a project. We're not guaranteed it next year either. That's what's the consideration as well. So he has to think about that, and that is not the most attractive proposition. But because we've got Erik ten Hag here, because we have a great squad of players here, it does mean that it's possible. And when I say a great squad of players, I don't mean a great squad of players. I mean some good players, and the rest of them are shite. But I mean essentially, it should be a good squad of players. But look what's happened with Cristiano Ronaldo. So he was thinking, oh, we might be able to go play with Cristiano. We might have a good goal scorer, maybe a good team. Oh, we should be getting in the Champions League next season. No dramas. Ten Hag as the coach, Ronaldo banging in the goals. I'll just feed him the ball, and he'll do the rest. Nice. Oh no, what's this? Ronaldo's going. You know what I mean? Like, it's just an absolute shit show, guys, what's going on. So, Frenkie de Jong, hopefully, hopefully he wants to come, guys. Playlist accounts as Zidane headbutt the likes people. Thank you. Yeah, do Roy Keane that, stomp that like button, my friends. Thank you so much. Dan Davies says, we're in the same position with de Jong. Still lacking a CDM, and now with Ronaldo leaving, we don't have a centre forward. Mate, it's an absolute shit show. You're absolutely spot on. So if Ronaldo leaves, then we won't. I mean, we'll save the Ronaldo stuff for a minute, guys. It's too upsetting. We're going to speak about that in a minute. For now, let's deal with this, right? Which is, okay, de Jong's too depressing as well. Let's shelve that for a moment. Let's talk about Lisandro Martinez, guys. So, update a few hours ago from Fabrizio Romano says that Lisandro Martinez and his camp will be clear again with Ajax's board. He only wants to play Premier League football. So he wants to make a choice between Arsenal and Man United's proposals, hoping to Ajax to let him go. Erik ten Hag's confident on this deal, pushing again. So just in regards to Lisandro Martinez, I mean, that does at the moment also look positive. This guy could be, I guess, a key player for us. I mean, if he's coming in to play centre-back and dislodge slapping to Maguire for the team, then he's coming in to be a key player, isn't he? If he's coming in to play defensive midfield and hopefully, bolster the options there and give Frenkie de Jong the freedoms to be a bit more creative, have a slightly less defensive duties, and he's just going to sit in front of the back line and then also drop in sometimes. He's a key player then, isn't he? So this is more of a key signing for Manchester United. So if we get this guy in, it is a big positive. It's a good plus point. He is a good player. He has got that history with Ten Hag, all the rest of it. Young, getting better, international. There's not really any drawbacks for this deal for the price, I don't think. I think it's a reasonable offer, reasonable sort of price tag. We're talking about around about 50 million euros, maybe slightly less, and for this guy. But if you don't get de Jong, then, well, who do we get in the midfield there, guys? I guess we would have to turn our attention to something like Ruben Neves. But look, we're not even thinking about not getting de Jong at the moment because I think that guy's just talking absolute bollocks. And I think the de Jong deal is still progressing and still will happen personally. That's my opinion. But, a lot of people disagree with that. I might get a cheeky poll up in regards to that in a minute. But it is obviously in question whether or not we will sign him. But I still think we're going to sign de Jong. But Lisandro Martinez, if you get de Jong, that helps out both the midfield and the defence. You can maybe add another midfielder also. We would like to do that, but it doesn't look like United will because we're bottle merchants. Oh, here he is. Zane Mayassi, what's going on, Zane? Thank you so much for the super chat, pal. Let's get a sue in the chat for him. He says, Ronaldo to Chelsea. Martinez is ours. Rafinha and Tielemans incoming. Big, we will see a Bacon meltdown against Brighton. Mate, Zane, thank you. Thank you so much for cheering me up, but I needed that, pal. I needed that. With this shitty window for Manchester United, I needed some lightness, some comedy, mate. Thank you so much for the humour, Zane Miassi. Thank you so much for the delusion, my son. I love it. Ronaldo to Chelsea for a start. Let's just address what you said here and talk about all your points that are all wrong. Ronaldo to Chelsea, he wouldn't go to a rival. If he's going anywhere, it would be to going abroad to a club that maybe he's never played in that league, or maybe a club that he's already played at somewhere else. You just never know. It's possible. I think he would be going back somewhere though. There's talks of Bayern, although Bayern is understood to not be interested at this moment in time, apparently, anyway. And then there's also talks of Napoli, there's talks of, Chelsea's supposedly interested. It's not going to happen. He won't do that to Man United. He's got too much respect and love for the club and the fans, and he wouldn't go and play for shitty Chelsea. And plus, not being funny, Chelsea at the moment, I'm not so sure if they're really guaranteed to be up there challenging for the league or win the Champions League. They've got a much better chance of us than us, of course, at the moment, because they're in it. But nah, that's fundamentally wrong. And then you said Martinez is yours. I mean, what makes you think that Martinez is yours, Zane? Lisandro Martinez is a Ten Hag prodigy, my son. Ten Hag pretty much went to Argentina, mate. Went into a favela, man. and fucking plucked this guy out of obscurity, mate. I mean, not quite, obviously, because he was playing for Defensa Justicia in Argentina, and he signed him for £6 million in 2019. Brought him to Ajax, right? Developed him. Now he's a classy player that a lot of teams are interested in. Don't you think that counts for something, Zain Miazi? For a start, United's just a better club than Arsenal anyway, and if I was certainly somebody coming from a different country, I would think of joining United more so than Arsenal right now, because they're both in the same position, Europa League guff. They're both, in doubt. The only difference is we know that Arteta's a sharp merchant. Ten Hag could be good at Manchester United, and there's players like Ronaldo at United, so you'd be going to United off the face of it anyway. But secondly, because of that history and that relationship with Ten Hag, it's just a no-brainer for Martinez. He can go and play and be coached by the guy who's been coaching him and who's got that good relationship with him, or he can go and be a minion for that Dracula party impersonator guy. You know what I mean? What are we talking about now? Are we going to get Arteta? No, he's not going to go to play for Arteta at Arsenal when he can play for Ten Hag at United. Simple as. So you're fundamentally wrong there, bro. Also, Rafinha definitely won't go to Arsenal. He'll be going anywhere else. There's lots of offers and interest from other teams. He'll be going anywhere else. Tielemans, I mean, if we leave the path clear for you, then I suppose he might want to be interested in going to Arsenal. But the understanding I had, Zain, is that Tielemans wanted to leave Leicester because he wants to step up, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's what I heard. So I don't really understand why he would be too keen on going from there to there. Same could be said for Man United at the moment because we don't have Champions League football, in all fairness. But there's more of a belief of a project here at United in the future. There is. Arsenal are a bunch of bottlers, mate. Anyway, thank you for your super chat there, Zain. I appreciate that. Amy Evans says, as a fan, I'm worried we need help. Yeah, thank you, Amy Evans. I really appreciate your super chat there. Let's get a sue in the chat for Amy Evans. We need help. We need to get some players in ASAP, don't we? I mean, I hope that's what this whole Ronaldo news was about yesterday, where he has essentially it's come out that he has made it clear that he wants to leave Manchester United because our ambitions essentially do not match his. He wants to play in the Champions League. He wants to win things. He wants to challenge for things. He's in the twilight of his career with his last chances really to be at the top level and get some accolades and get some trophies and add to his legacy. Ain't going to be doing that in the Europa League unless we win it, because he hasn't got one of those. Oh, shit, 0 degrees. Thank you for the $5 Aussie dollar super chat, mate. He says, I'm a Man U fan. Sit down, Zain. Good shout, 0 degrees, my friend. Let's get a hashtag Zain out. Zain Miasi with another super chat. Thank you, Zain. Seriously, though, he says, but at least you should make the Conference League. Surely you can win that. Zain Miasi. Do you know what's funny? Have you never heard the expression? When you were a kid, did your mum never tell you? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, mate. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I would say to you is people with dodgy bowels shouldn't take a dump on your own doorstep, mate, because that's what you're doing right now. You're making yourself sound like a mug, man. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Arsenal are just in the same boat as United. What the fuck are you on about, Zain? Arsenal are no more likely to finish higher than us, my son. I'm sorry to say. Zain Miasi, you're having a mare, son. Zain, thank you for that, though. He says, 0 degrees. We will be sitting you down in the Emirates. We have the future Brazilian national team up front with Jesus, Rafinha and Martinelli. Oh, no, yeah. Zain, are you still going to get Neymar, are you? Fucking hell. Anyway, no, you won't be doing that, Zain Miasi, not at all. We'll see, pal. Bring it on. I can't wait to face you, to be honest with you, Zain, We'll shut you up, I reckon, pal. But, let's see what's going on. At the moment, it looks like everyone's just hijacking your transfers, mate. Rafinha, now he's going elsewhere. What about Tielemans? He could still end up going to Manchester United or elsewhere. Wouldn't you feel like an absolute idiot then, son? What about Lisandro Martinez? All you've done at the moment, Zain, is just basically negotiate for Manchester United this summer, do the negotiations for us. Thank you for being our negotiation pigeon. You know what I mean? Our back and forth looking, scout. Thank you so much for doing that for us, Arsene Hollands. But we're going to swoop in with €1 million extra offer than you are and just buy him. So you're pretty much screwed, I think, Zain. You're going to get some cast-offs. You're going to get some second-rate melts. You've only signed that Vieira guy because he's got the same name as Patrick Vieira, but he ain't the same fucking player as Patrick Vieira, my son. You're having a mare. Right, thank you, Zain. Zain is an Illuminati member, says Hamza. Oh, dear. Sometimes I do SM3Y2. Check out my cheeky little FIFA streams. I've got a PS5 though, my man. Rushmano, thank you so much. He says we've got 141 likes on the stream, guys. 470 watching. You know what? We can do better than that. Bacon Brigade, assemble! Let's have a little like spike. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Cheeky reminder, if you haven't done so, please do. It's free, and it's all we ask. Drop a massive like on it. Kung Fu kick the shit out of it like your name's King Eric, and the like button's a Palace fan. You know what I mean, guys? Give it the old Kung Fu treatment. Right. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, my friends. We're on our way to 60,000 subscribers. Help us get there. We're on here daily, giving you the no bullshit, no clickbait, no nonsense news. So if you enjoy the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's the red one that says subscribe. Thank you. Rushmano says subscribe to the channel. Hey, Roddy Can't Game. I like the PS5, mate. It is a good machine. Hey there, Misery. What's going on? 0 degrees. Thank you for another super chat. He says, Zane, your team is the joke of the Premier League. Mate, can we get some poop emojis and then a house emoji? Thank you, because they are a bunch of shit houses. But thank you very much, 0 degrees, for that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Right, okay. Right, Daniel Levy, mate. He says, I'm so angry with how this club is being run. All this money being siphoned out is an absolute joke. The Glazers, mate. That's it. Until they're gone, it'll always be the way. Chrissy J says, Zane, you super chatting all the United channels. So which United YouTuber your favourite then? Oh, you don't have to say that, Chrissy J. God almighty. Right, anyway, let's get into the rest of the news, folks. So Lisandro Martinez is understood to have told Ajax that he wants a Premier League move. You know, he's pushing for a Premier League move. That's the situation there. Update here from Laurie Whitwell as well. Says that United's bid for Lisandro Martinez is 40 million euros guaranteed, rising to 45. So we had an update the other day, of course. Mr. Rushmano reporting here via Mike Verway that United's offer for Lisandro is 40 million euros plus 4 million euros in add-ons. So it's essentially a 45 million offer. There's some discrepancies about the upfront amount, the add-ons, give or take. But it's basically 45 million euros for that guy as the offer that we've had. We don't know any more in regards to whether or not that's been rejected. There is an understanding that they probably asked for a little bit more, but negotiations, taking place there. So hopefully we can get Lisandro Martinez done reasonably soon. And that would be very, very nice. Very good, very nice, because, well, he's a versatile player. He's a Ten Hag player, and we need some players. We don't have any players, guys. Give us some players! We don't have any players, guys. We need some players. We can sign someone. So Malacia is incoming. That's his medicals today and tomorrow as well, and then he should be unveiled. But, crikey, it's slow, isn't it? Roddy Can't Gain, thank you so much for getting in here, my man. He says Pig, obviously, and Van Cam. Oh, yeah, shout out to Kev Van Cam, mate. He's an absolute top lad as well. Roddy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, my son. Thank you very much, Chrissy. It's not a competition. Everybody likes different people. Everybody's got a place on this platform, my friend. Anyway, right, let's get into it, guys. So Lisandro Martinez wants to move to United. He wants to move to the Premier League, at least, anyway. If Arsenal are the only club that really goes and matches what Ajax want, then I guess he'll go to Arsenal, won't he? If Arsenal match what Ajax want, he'll go to Arsenal. If Man United are prepared to match what Arsenal pay, or even best it slightly, then he'll definitely come to Manchester United because, of course, we've got Ten Hag. So it's a matter of a formality. Zane thinks he's coming to Arsenal, but let's see what the live chat thinks, guys. Where do you think Martinez is playing his football come the start of the new season? We don't know how long it will take, but come the start of the new season, where do you think he's playing his football? Does he stay at Ajax? Does he go to Arsenal Hollands? Does he go to Manchester United, or does he go somewhere else? Let us know, folks. I personally think he was coming to United, guys, because if we go in for him, which we already have done, if we match the offer, he's going to go and play for Ten Hag. United says Rushy and Lewis. Hey there, Ras Sinister. United says Taddy Bakes. Ajax says Chris Parker. Conroy Schuller, hello, welcome in. Boston thinks United and Scujo, One Elliot Manduna. How are you guys doing? Yeah, twisted fate. Lisandro will go to United unless Ajax, I guess, unless they don't want, unless they don't get the money that they want for him. Stay at Ajax, says John Allen. Oh, cheers, United. Martinez will go where he gets to play and will suit his play style, says Roddy Can't Game. That's a good point. I mean, certainly at United, he'll get a lot of game time, won't he, under Ten Hag? Because, well, he's competing with the likes of a concrete piece of a pillar of concrete at centre-back, which is easy. And then also in the defensive midfield, he's competing with little Fred and Scotty Shotty McTominay. So in that sense, he will definitely have a shoe in the starting 11 for United. So he should definitely come to United. Aaron Spar says United. Yeah, Martinez equals United, says Joan of Arc. Paul G10 says, why hasn't Malacia done his medical yet? He's doing it today and he's finishing it off tomorrow. He's obviously had to fly in and stuff. He was on like holiday and stuff, wasn't he? So he's coming in. Don't worry, mate. It's taking place today and tomorrow. Daniel Lee says United. Welsh Red comments, but we will end up signing the Galactico Lewandowski just to sell shirts. With the length of his name, the Glazers will make a killing. You know what, Welsh Red? I wish that was the case, mate. If we couldn't keep hold of Ronaldo, Lewandowski at 33 years of age is a perfect replacement. Couldn't ask for more really right now. Somebody who can get you 50 goals like he did last season in all competitions. Maybe not quite that in the Premier League, like to be honest, it's just more difficult. But still, though, undoubtedly one of the best goal scorers in the world. So you get that guy in, yeah, it's a perfect replacement. Unfortunately, though, he's not going to come to Manchester United, mate. Ronaldo wants out. He's already here. Ronaldo wants out because we can't give him what he needs. Lewandowski at 33 wants exactly the same as what Ronaldo wants. He wants the chance of winning trophies for a top team and being in the Champions League. He's not coming to United, no chance. I don't think so. Nate, thank you so much for your super chat, buddy. He says, Ronaldo basically saying the club's a joke, I'm out. Yeah, essentially forcing the hand, saying, look, where's the ambition? This is pathetic. He's also given them a month. It's not like he did this right at the start of the window. Then it would just be in Ronaldo's own mind as 100% that he was not happy with the Europa, etc. But what it turns out to be is it's a month later into the window because we haven't had the ambition to sign players. That's when this is happening because now we can see, well, we haven't got the ambition. We haven't signed the players. We haven't got a team capable of challenging for the Premier League or challenging for the FA Cup or any of the trophies we can actually win, like the Europa League. Roddy says, basically, would Martinez want to play with the fridge? Nobody wants to play with the fridge, but hopefully he would come in and replace the fridge. Hey, Tony B, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel there, Tony B, lad. Nice one. If you guys are new like Tony B, hit the subscribe. If I'm missing your comments, guys, we have a big Q&A at the end of the show, and I'm going to cover all the latest United news and goings on first. We haven't even gotten to Ronaldo yet. We'll get onto Ronaldo properly in a little bit and get onto the rest of it. But just want to discuss the Lisandro Martinez stuff. So that is looking good. And Malacia's medical today. So essentially, those two players could well be coming into Manchester United soon from the Dutch league. Obviously, Malacia is basically done. He just needs to pass a medical, and then everything's finalised. And then in regards to, of course, Martinez, that's expected that we would win the race to sign him over Arsenal because of, well, let's face it, Arsenal are a shit club, and Man United have got Ten Hag here, so Martinez would want to play for us. Jimmy Jones, thanks for the super chat box. He says, Piggy, I read the other day the Glazers put 200 million of their own money in, but have taken 1.7 billion out. True or false, says Jimmy Jones. That's probably true, mate. You know what I mean? That's probably true, mate. I think, well, I don't know. I've heard that they've taken at least $1 billion out in terms of siphoning money out of this football club in the 17 years of the ownership, my lad. And so I would say it's probably something like that, bud. Yes, but, well, the fact that the club's still in 500-odd million debt, maybe you could add on top of that billion, just to say it's not their money, So, yeah, I would say if it's not 100% accurate, it's close. I think they've taken a shitload of cash out of this football club over the years, mate. They're an absolute disgrace. Dividends, taken out, obviously selling stock positions after they've inflated it from signings and things, selling position in the club. They didn't give a toss. Any quick way they can make a quick buck, that's what they'll do. So I'm not sure they're too bothered about us and our feelings either. $1 billion, I know, Malps. Yeah, $1 billion potentially. Since they've had the club, they've taken out, siphoned out, milked out, supposedly a report, alleged £1 billion. Right. So let's get a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat, my friends. Never stop, because those guys are parasites, and this club will always probably be sort of third, fourth, second, around there, unfortunately, while they're here, because I don't think they have got the true ambition to spend what it takes, to invest what it takes in all different areas, scouting, recruitment, facilities, everywhere that it takes to be an elite club. They just want to keep us competitive and use the brand to milk us dry and get commercial deals left, right and centre and make shitloads of cash out of our name. That's all it is. Right, so there's a little bit, okay. Right, guys, let's get on to Cristiano Ronaldo then, guys. So there are some reports coming out. There's some clubs are interested in him. Christian Falk report this morning that the rumours about Cristiano Ronaldo and FC Bayern Munich are not true, and that at the moment there's no real basis for that. The Ronaldo situation is he's staying, Man United want him to stay at the football club. Of course we do. He's a needle mover. He's a shirt seller. He's somebody that is going to get you a lot of eyes on your product. He's somebody that's going to get you so much interest. He's obviously a huge player who makes loads of money in loads of different commercial ways. Just having him in your football club increases the value of your product and the saleability of your product from a commercial point of view. So he's such a huge player for this club. We don't want him to go. That's what they'll be thinking about, as well as from the football point of view. I'm just thinking about from the football point of view, which is this guy is the best player in the team. With this guy, we could get 20 plus goals out of him in the Premier League. No worries if he stays fit throughout the season. Whereas if we go and sign somebody else down to replace him, they're probably not going to do that. They're probably not going to be able to do that. Ronaldo is GOAT worthy. He proved it last season, still at his age, scoring the 18 goals in an absolutely awful team. And you have to say that there was a large percent of those games that he just wasn't getting any good service. And so if he'd actually had a good, well-oiled team behind him, he would have scored a lot of goals. I mean, we played this game a little bit last season, but let's ask the live chat. If Ronaldo had have gone to City, because there were talks last summer that City were interested, and that's why we pounced on him. If he had have gone to City, how many league goals do you think Ronaldo would have scored for them guys? They won the Premier League with Gabriel Jesus scoring 8 goals up, as well. So how many goals do you think Cristiano Ronaldo would have scored in that City team? I think he would have scored 30 goals. I honestly do. I think he would have banged in 30 because they're that consistent week to week. They're so good at creating chances that he would have banged in 30. 20 plus, says Jonathan. Mark Harris says 30. Yep, Tampa guy says 30. So you think about that. He's still unbelievably talented player that anybody would want to have in their team. So he's worth too much for us. He's such a valuable asset. He's such a goal machine. Each one of those goals is worth millions of pounds to us. Literally, it could be the difference between finishing second or third or finishing sixth. So he's such an important player. We can't let him go. And he's contracted to the football club. There are links to Chelsea, Napoli, Bayern, some other teams. But hopefully there's not much basis for it. And hopefully United stay pretty strong on our situation there. And don't sell him, even if he does kick up a bit of a fuss. Look, maybe it could go two ways. If he really does want to go and we deny him that, maybe it will just become quite sour and to the point where he's not really trying his hardest, or he's like, he can't even select him because he's just got too much of a negative influence in the team in the dressing room. Or he could just be the professional that I think he is, and that he would just play with a sulk on and have a sulk, but he'd still score you shitload of goals and still be a fucking mad asset. But, so I'd rather keep him and let him leave in the summer because he is contracted at Manchester United. But at the same time, nobody wants a one-away player in the dressing room. Jimmy Jones, thank you so much for another super chat, Jimmy. Let's get a Mansu in the chat for Jimmy Jones. We've also just hit 200 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everyone who smashed that like button. Continue to drop a cheeky little thumbs up. Get yourself in there raw with a like spike. Jimmy Jones says £1 billion. No wonder you lot are angry. Support from a GSB out hammer. Oh, thank you so much, Jimmy Jones. Get in there, raw lad. Thank you very much for that, dude. Oh, yeah, we're pissed off, mate. It's unacceptable what the owners have done. And not only that, just think about what they did to begin with, buying the club with 800 million worth of loan debt money, putting the club in so much debt to begin with. Any other club would have probably caved under that sort of level of debt and repayments and interest and things like that. Manchester United is just such a huge entity. We make hundreds of millions a year from various different outlets and the fans worldwide and the commercial entities and the TV rights and all the rest. So we can afford it, but we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't be wanting in any areas. We should have the best stadium in the league. We should have the best facilities, the best network of scouting, the best. We should have absolutely everything, the best of the best of the best. And unfortunately, we have lagged behind in a couple of those areas. So it's down to them having, they're servicing the debt every year. The debt went up a reported 50 or 60 million in the last calendar year as well, the last financial year. So they're just servicing that debt. I mean, it's disgusting. It's nothing short of disgusting. It should have never been allowed to happen. The Premier League need to, hang their head in shame as well. They really do, for allowing them to be buying the football club in that way. But yeah, big protests, I guess, is all that you can really do in regards to trying to get these Glazers out and hit them where it hurts them in the financial pocket. But they still make so much money just from without the fans, unfortunately, from commercially and just whoring us out. So, but in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo, just get back on Ronaldo, guys. Look, this guy, He came back here because he wanted to be successful at United. He played for United previously. We were successful when he was here last time. He won the bloody Ballon d'Or when he was here first time at United, Champions League. And this guy has obviously got fond memories of winning at Manchester United. Unfortunately, this United side couldn't be further removed from that Manchester United side, that we had back then. It couldn't be further removed. So he's come in with high expectations, hoping we can get back to that. Unfortunately, since then, the standards of Manchester United have just slipped massively. It's avalanched out down the hill, and it's just been completely different to how it used to be. And unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of time to get back there. And I don't really begrudge Ronaldo being in the situation where he's like thinking about his time that he's got left in his career. He shouldn't have to, guys, he shouldn't have to be playing in the Europa League. He's too good. It really is that simple. It's like when a team gets relegated. That's basically what's happened to us. It's like when a team gets relegated from the Premier League and they go down to the Championship and they've got one or two really, really good players. They just can't, and then the host of other clubs are interested in them in the Premier League still. They cannot really justify staying in the Championship if they're a top player and all these Premier League clubs are after them and they can go play for these Premier League clubs, but their team's got relegated, but they're like a star player. You see that quite a bit. Clubs lose, they get relegated, then they lose two of their star players, or the big money players, the key players. That's how it goes. It's the same with this. We've got relegated to the Europa League, guys. That's what's happened. And Ronaldo is not a Europa League standard player. He's a Champions League pedigree, Champions League all-time great. He's the all-time great of the Champions League, if you ask me. Absolutely, Sing Games. We're an absolute shower to let this situation happen and get to this point. I mean, if we'd have seen Ronaldo, if we'd have seen the club put in a really good, ambitious summer window so far, early doors. I mean, we've been moaning for weeks, guys. This is nothing new. We've been moaning for weeks about the lack of movement and the lack of transfers at this club. And I'm sure all the players, while some of them, Harry Maguire probably not, he's getting married, and a lot of the other people on holiday, maybe they don't give a toss as much as some of the other players. But a lot of the players who really, really care and want us to do well next season are looking at the transfer window going, crikey, how come nobody's come in yet? Are we seriously going to start the season or, just have a couple of players and this shower of shite that we finished 6th with last season, minus Pogba, Cavani, Mata, Matic and Lingard? Like, is that what we're really going to do? We're going to go in. It's just preposterous, isn't it? Any other team with a bit of bollocks about them would have had some business lined up early doors, got at least something done, i.e. City, i.e. Liverpool, got some business, big business done early. We could have done some big business to inspire some ambition and inspire some belief from this team and this squad and players coming into this squad as well. Because now maybe De Jong's thinking, shit, people are jumping ship over there at United. Hold on, let's have a think about this. You've got to be ambitious and make key decisions early on. That's what those teams have done, but we haven't done that. And that's left the door open for maybe players to get unsettled. People like Cristiano Ronaldo now questioning things. I honestly don't think he was questioning that much. The way he was speaking towards the end of last season, there was an Instagram post that he put that, okay, you can't read too much into it, but he basically said, look, we're ready to come back and get this club to back where we are next season type thing. And then we've gone off for the summer, and he could have said this right at the start of the summer transfer window. I would understand it as well. Right, sorry, I want Champions League football. My career means this to me, and I have to do that. I love United. I come back for a reason, but I've got to go and get Champions League goals and trophies and the rest. Sorry, guys. Cool. But he's done it a month into it, guys, in the 3rd of July, the 2nd of July. The reason for that is because, well, he was giving them a chance. He wanted us to get players. He wants us to see ambition. He wants to see the Manchester United team come back to, being a great team. And we should be spending a couple of $100 million this summer to be able to do that. So far we haven't done anything. We haven't got any business done, and therefore Ronaldo's getting unsettled. He's thinking, crikey, are we seriously going to play with Slabby Maguire in the back line and, these sharp merchants, Scotty McTominay and all these guys in the team next season? Are we not going to go out there and sign 6 or 7 awesome players? Because if we're not, I don't want to be here anymore. Because this is unacceptable. This is not an ambitious club. This is not a high standard that we're going for. This is a low standard we're setting. Fuck this. And I wouldn't blame him at all. So I just hope that we can resolve the situation with Ronaldo, make him happy. I hope Ten Hag's going to have some crisis talks with him. We need to convince him by bringing in players. We need to go and sign De Jong. We need to sign all these players, get Malacia in, get Lisandro Martinez in, and also be ambitious with other players. Why can't we go and get a couple of real high-quality players as well? Have a bit of a reshuffle, sell a couple of the gash merchants, and go and get a Tielemans. Go and get a cheeky little Delict. Why not? Why can't we go and get these top players? That would convince Ronaldo maybe that we got some bollocks about us if we went for the proper players. But right now, I'm not saying that the players we're looking at are not proper. I'm just saying Malacia is a good signing, but crikey, he's 22 and he's a left back. How much impact is he really going to have? We need proper midfielders. We need proper new team in the defence sorted out. Yeah, we're disgraceful at the moment, Rajat Malaysia. Not with these owners, says Neil Driscoll, precisely. Jimmy Jones says United could spend 300 million per year under financial fair play. Well, there you go, Jimmy. I mean, United is the most commercially successful club in the league. We've still got the most fans around the world, the most pull, the most interest. Okay, we're definitely not the best team at the moment, but in terms of our commercial revenue, it's massive. So you're absolutely right. Like, we can spend huge money. There's teams out there that cannot justify spending that because of financial fair play, which in my opinion means toss all anyway. But Man United's certainly not one of those clubs. We can spend big every single season. We make hundreds of millions a year every single season, so they can spend. What a window. What a window, folks. Vincent says, we bought a 22-year-old Ronaldo, goes great, he's going to play in the squad, then we secretly frame into the under-20s, freeze. I don't know what you're talking about, Vincent, put the crack pipe down, lad. Days Gone says, Piggy, you're looking like the computer guy on Red Dwarf. All I see is your head with no body. Oh, really? You mean Holly, right? Okay, thank you, mate. Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead. That's kind of how I feel about this, actually. Sorry, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about this fucking team right now, guys. That's Cristiano Ronaldo in the dressing room today. Everybody's dead, Dave. It's a fucking shit show is what it is. Anyway, so, yeah, good shout. Good shout. Right, folks, let's get on to the rest of it then. So in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo, Simon Stone has said that on balance, an exit would be better for both Ronaldo and Man United. CR7 proved last year he can still massively be effective at highest level, but United need a fresh start. A new manager should be allowed to implement his style. What a load of old shit! Are we seriously saying that if we get rid of Cristiano, it could be better for us? Maybe in the long run if we sign a really great young player, but that's a big if. Fucking hell, this guy's an absolute goal machine. I mean, Simon Stone, sit down. Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't think it would personally be better for both of us. Some of you guys would probably agree with that, actually, because Ronaldo is 37. But if we got a good amount of money for him that we could go and buy a £60 million player with to play striker and score us 20 goals, fantastic. But is that player available to come and join a Europa League team at the moment for 60 million? I don't know if they are. And who's going to pay that for Ronaldo? There's so many question marks. Ronaldo's probably going to go for not that much money if he is to be sold and if he is one away. So I don't know if I just think that Man United right now, we should try and get this guy to be staying at United. As people say he can't play in a Ten Hag team, or he's not going to be able to press from the front to the way that Ten Hag wants. Rubbish! Ronaldo, just get him on the last man, peeling away, and get him making those moves and runs in behind and get him in the box, and he's going to absolutely get you goals. So I wouldn't worry too much about Cristiano Ronaldo in a Ten Hag system. Just put him at the top of the pitch and feed him. Let the rest of the team control the game. Let the rest of the team pass it around to Cristiano in the danger zone, and he will score goals. Rush Mano, thank you, buddy. He says we got 235 likes. Nice one, dudes. We're creeping up to 250 likes. Drop a thumbs up if you haven't. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants and the corporations by dropping a thumbs up on this channel. And also, if you're new to the show, guys, drop the old subscribe button on it. We're on our way to 60k. How far away are we from... Oh, guys, we're only 5 subscribers away from 59,500. We're only 5 subscribers away from 59,500. Please do hit that subscribe button if you're new to the show. Help us get there today. So some people think that an exit for Ronaldo would help Man United because it means we have to get somebody else in or strengthen elsewhere. I suppose in some ways you can see the logic behind it, actually. Let's just play devil's advocate for a sec. So if Ronaldo goes and we have to then spend the money elsewhere, well, we may well buy a striker. I don't know who it would be, but let's say it's like somebody like Nkunku. Probably not. But let's just say that, and then we could, that means that we'd probably we could spend elsewhere in order to strengthen the midfield a little bit more. So for instance, if you've got somebody like Tielemans as well as another striker to replace Ronaldo, so 2 players for 1, maybe overall as a team, we would be better. That has to be said. Only because Ronaldo scored all of our goals last season. I mean, if you look at all the contributions of more or less all the other players in the team, Ronaldo scored almost as much as all the other attacking players like Rashid, Martial, Cavani, like everyone added together. He scored more goals than all of them. So if we could get goals throughout the rest of the team and just quality throughout the rest of the team, we would be a better team. That's the key word, isn't it? It's a team. It's not about one player. It's not about Ronaldo. It's just that I think if you can get a team playing well with Ronaldo and behind Ronaldo, then you're going to have a better team because he's one of the best goal scorers in the world. And if you're actually getting him the service week to week in the Premier League, he can get you 25 Premier League goals for Man United this season. So I would do everything we can to keep hold of him, to try and feed him as much as possible, get those midfielders in to be able to do the job. Show ambition now. The board should show ambition. The recruitment team, we should get the deals done and sign players, maybe even go in for a couple more players that we've discussed that are not really being discussed internally too much, it seems. But players like Tielemans, he would be a great addition. He would be somebody that would add confidence to the project this season and give players like Ronaldo a bit of belief that maybe we could do something, because he is a good player. And he's also a good player for now and the future as well. So imagine a midfield of like De Jong and Tielemans as well. Or, you know, if Tielemans came in to play certain games alongside, you know, you've got that Martinez playing centre-back, and then you've got De Jong and Tielemans with Bruno in front. You know, there's definitely a lot of possibilities. So, look, it's very sad, the prospect of him going. I just hope that he stays, guys. So I'm going to get a poll on the go for this. Should we sell Ronaldo? Yes or no? I'm going to ask the live chat, guys, because it's an interesting topic. Should we sell Ronaldo? I'll just ask the chat for a little bit, because some people think that if we sold him, we might be able to strengthen in other areas of the team and actually be a better team overall. And also some people think that Ronaldo will not be able to fit in a Ten Hag style of play, and therefore he wouldn't be that much of a loss anyway, because we could just therefore go and spend money to get more Ten Hag style players in there. Maybe if Ronaldo was to go, that means we get Antony, etc. You know, this sort of thing is a possibility. But me, I don't want Ronaldo to go anywhere, guys. I want him to stay. I want us to feed him and play well as a team with Ronaldo and score 25 plus goals a season, mate. He's the GOAT. How can we do any better than Ronaldo at the moment? Gangshi says we got 59.5k subscribers. Sue! Come on, get in there, my son. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Get in there, you handsome bastards. Appreciate that. We got 59,500. Sue! Guys, thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing to the channel just then. We have hit it. You're a bunch of legends. Oh, we're actually close to 60k now. We're actually getting there, folks. That is mad. That is mad. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. Ulf793, what's good? He says, do you still think De Jong is going to sign for you? I do, Ulf. I do, Ulf, believe that he will sign for us, my friend, because, well, we're the only ones in for him at the moment. And if Barca want to cash in, if they want the money, they've got to sell him, don't they? If they don't want the money, if they want to keep Frenkie, that's their prerogative. But why are they doing this to us? Why are they twisting our nipples for 3 or 4 weeks then if they don't want to sell him? You know, it's just it's the ultimate. Again, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they're definitely tweaking our nips here a little bit. And if they don't do the business with us, then it's a disgrace. So I think, look, why would we be in this scenario negotiating with them for weeks if they weren't interested in selling and we weren't interested in buying? So I think yes. I wouldn't listen to that Joan Laporta melt. Okay, so Gangshi, thank you so much for the super chat, you legend. Thank you very much there, Don Gangshinioni. You're an absolute star. He says 59.5k subscribers. Congratulations, pig. Get in there, my son. Thank you. Can we get a 59.5 in the live chat? Thank you very much, Gangshi, you bloody legend. Really appreciate all the support, man. Yeah. It's growing, my son. It's growing. Thank you very much, Gungers. He says, sorry, sent that just as you were reading the last comment. Yeah, you wasted your money there, Gungshi. You wasted your money. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much. Let's get a sue in there for the Don. Eugene Podcast, thank you for subscribing. And Banyar H Tour as well. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Hello there, Nas. Hello, guys. We're going to have a big Q&A at the end. Let me cover the rest, guys. Let me cover the rest. There's so many legends getting in the chat, but let me cover the rest of the news. So Bayern Munich reportedly not interested in signing Ronaldo. The Red Devils, obviously we finished 6th. Ronaldo's understood to want out, but Bayern reportedly not interested. The rumours apparently not true. Chelsea apparently are leading the race to sign Ronaldo, but this is just some bullshit story. I don't think Ronaldo will go to Chelsea. They're apparently trying to jump the queue in order to sign Cristiano Ronaldo from Man United. Man United are holding firm, though, on the stance that he's just not for sale under any circumstances. And so, you know, I just think we probably will stay firm on it because he's just worth too much money to the club. He's worth too much money in terms of the goals and the quality of the player that he is, and the commercial point of view as well. It's just better for us to have him in the team. But also, look, if Ronaldo really does kick up a massive stink and we don't sign the players and he does really want to go, you don't really want to keep a player that's just going to have a negative influence in the dressing room or any way possible. I think he's super professional, but the frustrations on his face last season were clear for everybody to see. We know that he scored 18 goals in the Premier League last season. He got 24 overall in all other competitions as well. United didn't progress too far in the Champions League, etc., did we? And yeah, he's obviously an insane player. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel's interested now that they got rid of one away striker, obviously Romelu Lukaku, heading back to Inter Milan on loan for the next year. And so because of that, and also there's links with exits for maybe people like Timo Werner. People have even been linked to Christian Pulisic this summer, Ziyech, etc. Because of that, there is a thought that maybe Chelsea would be keen on taking Cristiano Ronaldo at the club, right? But, and they're also working on Raheem Sterling, I think, or a couple of different players as well. But look, there's no way Ronaldo goes to Chelsea, guys. So I don't think we need to worry about it. If he does, then, you know, he's dead to me, guys. He really is. If he goes to Chelsea, he's dead to me. He won't do that. He knows what love and affection these Man United fans have for him. The millions and millions of fans all around the world that have for him. He wouldn't do that to us, guys. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't make decisions based on money. And okay, it's a Champions League team, but I think he could play for a different Champions League team in a different league that would satisfy all of his needs without stitching up Man United. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure. And plus United as a club, we wouldn't sell him to Chelsea. Unless the money is a huge offer. Unless the money was ridiculously huge, then we wouldn't sell him, would we? There were some reports at the start of the window about N'Golo Kante being linked to Manchester United, though, folks. Would you take N'Golo Kante in a Ronaldo Kante swap deal? Think about a sensational story that could be. Yes or no? Hey, look, we need a defensive midfielder. This guy's a fucking beast. He's only good for a few seasons, and maybe he is diminishing. He's 31. He's got dodgy knees. But the rest of it is all great. He's one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. So would you swap him, guys? Let us know. Yes, says Aaron. No, says Johnny Gallagher. No, says Steve Wild. Never, says Ashley Bailey. Kante for Ronaldo, says no, says Sean. Yes, says Chris Parker. Yeah, he wouldn't be that disrespectful. RJ says no. In a heartbeat, says Aaron Siri. Why would he go there? Well, fair point, Raja. It's a fair point, not being funny. It is a fair point, mate. Unfortunately, Man United are going to be struggling to convince anyone to come to our football club right now. Oh, man, could you imagine that phone call from Kante's agent? N'Golo, we've got a deal lined up, mate. Somebody's putting an offer for you. Oh, yeah? Who is it? It's Man United. You know what I mean? Like at the moment, that's what I'm saying. At the moment, it's a little bit, it's just not, we haven't got Champions League football. We haven't got Champions League football, guys. That's the reality. Chelsea have got Champions League football. We finished 6th. That's the reality, guys. We are still, in my opinion, in terms of historically, the best club in the world. The best club in England. Definitely. But the best club in the world. But historically, we're still the best club in England because of the amount of trophies that we've won, but also just the size of the club, the support from the fans, the stature of the club. We're the best club in England and we're the best club in the world, in my opinion. But we're not acting like it at the moment, and we're clearly not at the moment in terms of football and ability. We're miles behind. So we can hang on to the history and hang on to the past, but right now, here in the present, we are in a shitstorm. Okay, guys, right. So, yeah, so Chelsea linked to Ronaldo, but he's probably not going to go there. Also, Sporting Lisbon has also been touted as maybe a possible move for the guy, but he's too good for that really at the moment still. No disrespect to Sporting Lisbon, but, you know, he could still play for one of the top clubs in Europe, this guy. Oh, Chris Barker, is it your birthday today, mate? Mate, happy birthday. Let's get some birthday cake emojis in there for Chris Barker. Many happy returns, bro. Yeah, we have been linked with Serge Gnabry. I've got some information on that a bit later. But it's just speculative links, you know. But okay, so yes, Ronaldo is that situation is the same, really. He obviously wants to leave in the summer because he wants to see more ambition from the football club. Maybe it's maybe what it is him and his agent and these guys are drip feeding information out here in order to try and put pressure on the Glazers and to, you know, obviously bring about Manchester United bringing signings in and new players in and try and force that ambition from our owners. So hopefully that happens. Maybe that's the case. I really hope that is the case. By the way, we got some quotes from Marcus Rashford. He's been speaking ahead of the new season, and he said, we have got the feeling of excitement and that buzz around the training ground again. And so it's definitely positive going into pre-season. He also said, Ten Hag is very detailed out on the grass and even in the rules of each game. Like I said, it's all fresh, and when something is fresh, it's good for the mind and good for the body. So Rashford speaking positively ahead of the season. Hopefully he can get himself back on track because he was absolutely shite last season. But if he can, then he's a good player, isn't he? And if he can start progressing and developing again under Ten Hag, then that's all we want. Thank you, Rush Mono, for your super chat here, boss. He says, are we starting to see proposed new players having second thoughts if CR7 moves? Wonder what Ten Hag and Murtaugh are telling new players. Exactly, Rush Mono. Yeah, I touched on that a bit earlier. You're absolutely spot on. If you're Frenkie de Jong and you're looking at Manchester United's project and you're thinking, wow, we got Ronaldo there, we got Bruno there. Oh, they've lost a few good players, but yeah, I'm coming in there. This project's looking good. We got a beast goal scorer, one of the GOATs. Nice. We got Varane at the back. Sweet. De Gea in goal. Kushti. There's some shite players there like the Slab. But hey, look, overall, we got a decent core. Yeah, we can do some bits there. We can get in the Champions League next season. I'm going to go. Or you see the newspapers, you see the headlines, Ronaldo looking to go because there's a lack of ambition at the club. Is that a club you want to go and play for then? Who's maybe got current stars jumping ship? Because, well, let's face it, the club's not showing the necessary ambition. I think it could have a knock-on effect. I honestly do think it could have a knock-on effect. It's a disgrace. So, absolutely, I think you're right, Rushmano. Thank you very much, Rushy. Hey there, Martin Ellison. How are you doing, bud? Right, let's get on to Frenkie de Jong then, folks. I don't really want to talk too much about Frenkie. We talked about it briefly at the start, but we're just a little bit more here about Frenkie, is that apparently Barcelona have essentially communicated to Frenkie de Jong that there's a couple of options for him. One is to leave the football club, which is, sell him to United. And the other option, which is to reduce his salary significantly. So they can't afford him. Apparently he's on a lot of money and they don't really want to sell him. They're trying to see if he would agree to lower his salary considerably. What a bunch of tight bastards. So there you go. And reportedly they've got to pay him a total of, I don't know, a lot of money next season. And it would not be easy for, obviously, him to reject or him to turn down a wage, or him to actually agree to a wage cut, I mean. So, it's... How much does he want to stay at Barcelona? It may be his dream club, but if they're on about offering him a lower deal, I mean, how much of a lower deal? His deal will be a good couple £250,000 a week at least at Manchester United. What he could get more money at United essentially, I think, than whatever he can lower it down to at Barca. Maybe it's not about the money to him, but these are just speculative stories, really. I personally don't think that he would consider that. I think that, look, if they want to sell him, they're going to sell him, aren't they, guys? They're going to sell him, because why are they even talking to us for a month if they're not going to sell him? Just ask yourself that. It's a piss take. If they're not going to sell him, then we've got an agreement in principle, guys. We've got an agreement in principle. 85 million euros, 65 up front, 20 down the line. That's an agreement in principle. That Joan Laporta's talking shite. Also, just in regards to Antony, Manchester United boss Ten Hag has reportedly identified Antony as a good possible replacement if Cristiano does go. I mean, obviously, Antony's not an out-and-out striker, but he can be utilised as a striker. He can also play, obviously, on the right and on the wing, and maybe he could be a good goal scorer. In fact, he did score 12 goals and got 10 assists last season, so he's obviously got an eye for goal in 33 games. So not too bad at all. That's pretty damn decent. 12 goals and 10 assists in 33 in all appearances. So maybe he's got a goal-scoring vibe to him. And if Ronaldo was sold, it just means that we could get another forward player in. He's not really going to be the striker necessarily, but just another forward player to give us some options. We were thinking about getting him in anyway. But the Ajax boss did say that in regards to his injury, he's still recovering from his injury. He's got an ankle injury, ruling him out at the moment. And he thinks for the next few weeks are important, his injury. We hope it improves quickly. He assumes that it'll be fit for the season, and by the end of it, the preparation. So, yeah, I mean, Antony's not one of those players we've been looking at bringing in imminently anyway, because I think he's still recovering from an ankle injury. And then finally, also, we've got some news in regards to Serge Gnabry. United tracking Bayern Munich winger Serge Gnabry after Cristiano Ronaldo request. Some reports, the Sun and the Metro and some other outlets report. This is why I've left it to right at the end, because, you know, this isn't from a tier 1 source or anything. But apparently Man United tracking Bayern Munich winger Serge Gnabry after Cristiano Ronaldo's linked away to the club, obviously. And, you know, just maybe if there's to be a done deal with Bayern there as well, well, you can have a conversation. But Serge Gnabry is available. And for Man United, we would be interested in him, I guess. He is a good player, and we would be interested in him, I guess, if Ronaldo left. So, again, not a proper number 9 goal scorer, though. We need a proper number 9 goal scorer to come in. Let's ask the live chat. If you could sign one striker, forget wingers, forget stuff like that at the moment, but if you could sign one striker to replace Cristiano, and it's realistic as well, don't say Lewandowski, then who would it be? Let me know in the chat, folks. Nkunku says Abdullah. Pookie says Abdullah. Nice one.
Get in there, my son.
Patrick Schick says Ashley Bailey. Good shout, good shout. Pookie. Skamaka says Aaron Agnew. Jonathan David's a good player, Hader. Yeah, great shout. Hey there, Vexo Wase. Think Ronaldo going might be good for us. I hope we look to Skamaka. He could free a lot of wages and get a boost in the transfer budget. Yeah, Skamaka's a decent shout as well. Good call. I don't think Ronaldo going's good for us. I know a lot of people say that. Some people that like Simon Stone, a few other people think it'd be good for us as well, just to free up wages and also get other players in other positions. But Zlatan, you know, Zlatan's not a ridiculous shout, special one. Jubert Ahmed, thank you for subscribing to the channel, my son. Ian Acho says Conrad Schuller. Osserman says the Diamond. Yeah, okay. Lisandro Martinez says Rushmano. Nkunku says Amy Evans. Patrick Schick says Sean Day. Nkunku says Gabriel. Schick says Nas. Interesting. Okay. Right, let me just get a cheeky little poll up on the go here, guys. Because it seems like there's enough of you. We've got the most popular picks there from the chat. Let's see who wins. Ronaldo replacement. Let's go with Schick. Let's go with Nkunku. Let's add in, what's his face? Fucking shit. What was his name? Osserman, yeah, Osserman. And also Skamaka. Let's go with that, guys. There's some options there. I mean, look, I don't know if those would even be on the shortlist for Ten Hag, but let's just play the game for fun. So have a little vote in the live chat, guys. I just put a poll in there. Out of those 4 players, who would you most like to see brought in as a replacement for Ronaldo? Let me know. It sounds horrible to say that. 310 likes on the stream. Get in there, my son. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 300 likes, baby. Thank you all for hitting the subscribe as well, guys. We smashed 59,500. Drop a subscribe if you're new. If you're not familiar with this channel, we're on here every day giving you the latest updates in regards to United in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. And also just giving you the updates throughout the day and the evening, guys. And we're a community sort of vibe channel. We let everybody have their say. We have a big Q&A at the end of every stream as well, so everybody can get their comments read out and stuff. So if you're new to the channel, yeah, drop a subscribe, click the little bell icon so you get notifications and don't miss the updates, and come and join us, peeps. I missed Lisandro Martinez. I could only fit 4 on there, Sean Nettleton, my son. I could only fit 4 on there. Karim Benzema says the Diamond 94. Again, I don't think it's that realistic. Personally, don't think it's that realistic. Please don't spam in the live chat there, guys. Nice one. Yeah. Diamond 94 says Karim Benzema. Mark Oliver says Nkunku and Osserman are very expensive, but would be huge signings. I think what I like about Nkunku is if you look at his statistics throughout where he's played in his career, he's 24 now, I think. He has been capped, which is just an achievement in itself. But, you know, he's also played in a lot of different positions. He's played a lot down the left. He's played a lot on the right mid. He's played a lot central midfield. He's played a lot central attacking midfield. He's played a bunch striker. This guy is seriously versatile. And for those reasons, I think that, yeah, he would be an excellent signing anyway. That's the sort of player you should be signing even if Ronaldo stays. You know, there's no reason not to. you should be trying to sign that sort of player because he is very versatile. If you need somebody to play on the left wing, he can do a good job for you. You need somebody to go through the middle, he can do that. If you need somebody to be up top, he can do that too. So I think that this guy should be somebody we sign anyway. So he'd probably be the one I'd be more interested in out of all of those. But there are quite clearly 49% of the live chat saying Nkunku, Shix 18% of the vote, Osman 21. Nice one, guys. Keep voting anyway. But yeah, fair play. I'm just going to check the latest updates that have come out during this show. Give me one moment here. Thank you, Rushminer, for sending these things through. Nice. So Fabrizio Romano's given updates saying United are working on Christian Eriksen and still waiting for his answer. So more or less the same situation, but still another little update in regards to Christian Eriksen. We're still working on it. We're still waiting for the answer. And also the MEN report that a reunion could be on the cards here for Lisandro Martinez and Erik ten Hag, as we're making an offer and obviously in deep discussions with them. And hopefully we'll be able to reach an agreement at some point for the deal for Lisandro Martinez. So that little bit more info has come out since. Also, we've got some reports here. Apparently that United and Barcelona are really close to a full agreement for Frenkie de Jong. Joan Laporte is negotiating with just United at this moment in time. So no other clubs, of course, getting in the deal. There were some reports that maybe other clubs would be interested in him, but it's only United that are having the negotiations at the moment. So we are the only club actually in for de Jong, guys, so don't worry about that. Yeah, AC Milan and Chelsea will be in direct contact again for the Hakim Ziyech deal. Interesting, that's just come out from Fab. So they're looking to sell Ziyech. Tuchel's open to let Ziyech go. Interesting. So Chelsea sending a couple of players as well. Right, let's just do a little bit of a rundown then, folks, of what we discussed in this video. Then we're going to get into a big Q&A. So do us a favor, though. Smash the like. We're almost at 350. Get yourself subscribed, and I'll give you the rundown of the news right now then. So if you're just joining us, Fabrizio Romano said that Malacia is having his... Malacia is having his medical today and also finishing it off tomorrow, which we reported yesterday also. And he will be unveiled as a United player soon. It will be official probably tomorrow. He's flying there today, obviously, or he flew here today possibly, and he's having his medical today, this afternoon. And he's undergoing the first part of his medical test, and the second part of his medical is scheduled for tomorrow morning. So, very possible that he is announced tomorrow and unveiled tomorrow as a Man United player. Realistic, in fact. Malacia Day is probably tomorrow, folks. So there you go. That's great news. Let's get a cheeky little sue in the live chat. I mean, it's positive, but you know what? All the wind's taken up our sails with what's gone on the last couple of days. We were buzzing about Malacia. We were buzzing about de Jong. De Jong stalled, it seems. He may well be joining us, hopefully, but with what his the Barca president said, Joan Laporte and things, it just put a cat amongst the pigeons. And of course, with what's happened with Cristiano Ronaldo, that's put a cat amongst the pigeons because maybe it just causes a little bit of doubt and just slows things down a little bit as well. So it's just not been a good couple of days. Even though Malacia coming tomorrow is good news, it just is small news compared to what we want to hear, which is we've signed a top midfielder like de Jong, or that Ronaldo's staying, or some sort of piece of really big transfer news. This is a good left back. It is a good left back, and hopefully he can go and succeed from Luke Shaw and be better than him. But it's still only one part of the puzzle. We've got to get many pieces of this puzzle sorted out. Hey, K-Slay says, nah, it's a backup left back. We have higher ambitions. Exactly. This is just somebody to come in to essentially give Luke Shaw competition. Hopefully he'll be good enough to be better than Luke Shaw and convince Ten Hag to start him all the time. But right now, I agree with you. He's just a €15 million left back that's coming to provide cover and competition and an option there as well. And he's young, and there's really good reasons why we got him. The price of him's very good. But yeah, I agree. It's just a good left-back signing. We need some proper influential players in this team. We need to look at strengthening that midfield. Ideally, we should have been looking at strengthening the forward line anyway, even if Ronaldo stayed. And then, of course, the wing would be nice. The right-back spot and the centre-back in the midfield is just atrocious. So, yeah, like unless we get those addressed, it doesn't mean anything, this signing. This is just a sprinkle on the top of a cake. That's all this is. Would I take Memphis Depay back, says Sean Netterton? I absolutely wouldn't, pal. No, I absolutely wouldn't. No disrespect to him, but I just wouldn't have him. You know, in all fairness, it's not for me. You know, he's good. He did well. Obviously, the only thing I've seen him really do since then is do well in the French league. I haven't really watched him since he's been in Spain and stuff. I haven't, so not much anyway. So you know what? Don't think so. Don't want him. But maybe with those Dutch vibes, the Ten Hag vibes, it might make a bit of sense. But not for me. Guys, yes or no? Would you take Memphis Depay back at the football club? It's a big no from me. It's a big no from me. But hey, look, you could do worse. So I'm going to close that poll now, folks. 200 of you voted. Thank you for voting there. Nkunku wins. 49% of the live chat would like to see Christopher Nkunku signed as a replacement for Ronaldo if Ronaldo does go. 16% say Patrick Schick. 21 say Victor Osimhen, and 13% Skamaka there, guys. So let's end the poll there. Nice one. Nkunku wins. Aaron Agnew says no. Hey there, Neil Duffin. What's going on? He says, would you sign Mrs. Doubtfire? Only if she was going to play fullback for us, because she was good in her college days. You know what I'm saying, Neil Duffin? Help is on the way, dear. He broke my handbag, the bastard. Yeah, we need some help. We need some help, don't we, Neil Duffin? Absolutely. Hey, Neil Duffin, I hope you're good today, by the way, my friend. No to Depay, says K-Slater. No, says Hader. A few people would have him. Conroy Schuller would take him back. He's a good player, but look, at the right price, maybe as a squad player. But I just don't think, nah, it's not the answer. I mean, you know, if you're on about replacing Cristiano Ronaldo with Depay, then I'm going to laugh in your face, to be honest with you, because it's just preposterous, isn't it? Not even in the same league at all, these guys, in terms of quality. So we have to think a little bit bigger than that and try and get some real quality. Somebody's going to score a lot of goals if Ronaldo's going to go. But you know what? Ronaldo's not going to go, folks. Ronaldo's not going to go. I'm not too concerned about it, my friends. I think this just is a kick up the arse for the Glazers, a kick up the arse for our board to get some deals done. Of course, Ronaldo he came here for a reason. So, and he could have done this a month ago if he really wanted to go because of the situation. But it's because of the lack of ambition why this has happened. So hopefully it means that we sign players. But anyway, right. So a quick rundown. Lisandro Martinez and his camp will be clear again with the Ajax board that he wants to leave and go and join to the Premier League club. He wants Premier League football. So he wants to make a choice between Arsenal and Man United proposals, hoping Ajax let him go. We've got reports that suggest that the fee is about 45 million that United have submitted, including add-ons, and it's reported around about 40 or 41 million euros up front, and then the rest in add-ons. So, you know, that's our first bid. We don't know if it's been accepted, rejected at this moment, but there's a feeling that it will be rejected, but we could maybe do business for not much more than that with them as well. So that's good. Also, yep, Ronaldo, rumours about Cristiano Ronaldo to Bayern Munich, not true. He's also linked to Chelsea and some other clubs. That's pretty much what we've got at the moment, folks. Man United, Arsenal obviously scheduled to meet Ajax next week as well to discuss Lisandro Martinez. The battle continues between the two clubs. Personal terms will likely not be an issue. He's keen for both of them, apparently, but United would be his preference because the Ten Hag factor, because we've got Ten Hag. So we're not too worried about that. Well, Lisandro Martinez should be a Man United player as long as Ten Hag and Man United are prepared to match what Arsenal offer, or beat what Arsenal offer. So that's pretty much all that's come out really today, guys. The De Jong stuff with Laporta, you know, that's horrendous, and the deal is expected to still be on. You know, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's still on. It's just that those comments from the Barca president did cause a bit of concern. So, but it's still on. They want Frenkie to take a big wage cut. Apparently, anyway, probably won't. It may just be BS news, in all fairness, and because I wouldn't think that he'd be prepared to take a significant wage cut. What are they asking him to do here? I mean, he's a classy player, playing for one of the top teams. I think there's a project here for him at Manchester United. So come on, hashtag De Jong, please do come in and stop being a little melter. It's not really down to him, is it? It's down to probably United and Barca just still tussling in regards to a couple of little terms and issues, maybe. I don't know. Right, okay, we're going to get into the live chat now for a Q&A, everyone. Thank you, every single one of you legends, for getting in here and being a part of the show. Do us a favor, only 4 likes off of 350. So please do smash that thumbs up button, smash the like, hit the old subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and get in the chat and have your say now. We do this at the end of every video. We have a good Q&A with all the legends, try and get as many comments read out as possible. There's a community vibe around here. So get yourself involved by subscribing and chatting with the legends. Tammy Abraham for striker, says Pedro Sanchez. No thanks. No, fair enough, Pedro. He's had a good season, man, but nah, he's not the answer, mate. He's not the answer, my lad. Elliot says Usain Bolt for number 9. He's already said he'll forego the rise in his contract, says Amida Red. Well, maybe forego the rise, but they're on about him taking a cut. When the seagulls follow the trawler, says Ashley Bailey. Laporte shifting the blame so Barca fans don't turn on him, says Lewis. Yeah, great shout. Not Bunny says if we can get Ivan Toney for 30 million or less, I think he's worth a shot. Young, skillful, speedy, and can fit in the Ten Hag system. I rate him as well, you know, to be honest with you, Not Bunny. Yeah, that's a good idea. Jason Brown says that's an idea. Replace Ronaldo with Graymar. That'll work. You can't even get De Thong. What's all these pun names, my friend? Graymar? I mean, he's not even that old, is he? But to be honest with you, Jason Brown, nobody wants to touch Neymar with a shitty stick, mate. Certainly not Man United. He's on too much money. He's too much of a, a complete melter. Jim Watkins says Laporta, I think, is playing a game of cat and mouse with United. We may or may not get him. Still have some beliefs, says Jim Watkins. Brendan Mills says 150 million. How would you spend it? Can use free entrants. If I had 150 million, I would buy De Jong for 65 million pounds, which is more or less what that is in euros, the combined fee that they're talking 85 million somewhere. Yeah, just let's just say 65. Then 15 on Malacia, and then I'd also go and get Tielemans for 40 or 45. I'd get a cheeky little right back Denzel Dumfries for 35, 40. I'd probably go and get Ericsson on a free as well, and a defender, a centre back, somebody like Torres or Timber or Lisandro Martinez. But you'd probably have to sell one or two players. But 150 million. Think about it. 80 million's taken up from De Jong and Malacia. That leaves 70 million left. Should be able to get a couple more players for 150 budget, right? Calvert-Lewin says Jogo. Vincent says I'm not going to write anything. No day. What does that mean? You're not going to write anything today, do you mean? No worries. Well, just enjoy the show there, Vincent, my son, if you don't feel like chatting. Gangshi says Neymar is the ultimate melt. I agree, he is, isn't he? He's a big floppy melt. He flops around on the ground, basically like a fish out of water on the ground. You love Dumfries, says Kate Cadet. Well, Dumfries, he's a player that Ten Hag's supposed to like. That's why I like him. And I just think that the right back spot is a poor spot for us. Dallow's okay, decent going forward, but doesn't impress me that much. I would sell him, to be honest. That's just my harsh take on him. I think he's good, but he's not great. I want to see greatness. He's only young, though, so maybe he could develop. 22, same sort of age. Wan-Bissaka's only 23, 24. They're young guys, so I get that. But also, he's not good enough going forward either. So I like them both. They're good, but they're both not good enough. So therefore, I think maybe if you sold him, allowed a youngster to come through and play backup to some new signing, then that could give us a better defence. Why no one wants Gnabry, says Sean Day? Yeah, I don't know why, bud. But we are linked to him. CZ Bam says Marcus Llorente, Piggy. Well, yeah, he's linked. He's been linked to us a little bit as well, I think. Spanish midfielder, yeah, absolutely. But I don't know, mate. To be honest, I just think that Manchester United should probably go for these players that are, more likely to come for us. Or sorry, you mean? Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of Fernando. Who's the other Llorente I'm thinking of? I don't know. I think you mean the other guy. For Vincent Bullock says, Tyrone Malacia has landed in Manchester 40 minutes ago. Late one today. Really, Vincent? Nice, man. Thank you for the information there, bud. Yep, so we heard that he was having his medical this afternoon. Having his afternoon medical, hopefully, and finishing it off tomorrow, so that would be nice. Yeah, that would be good. Ward Prowse says Chris Barker. Ward Prowse would be interesting. Is Ronaldo back for training, says Joe Go? Not yet. The players are coming back tomorrow morning, I think, bud. So it's supposed to be Monday. Yeah. If we get Ivan Toney for 30 mil or less, I think he's worth a shot. Young, skillful, speedy, and could fit into Ten Hag's system. Definitely not Bunny. Yeah, you've already said that, bud. Please try not to spam. You know what I mean? Twisted Fate says, Pig, do you think Bruno can play as good as false nine? No, not really. We saw that once or twice last season. It didn't really work. Sarah Weiss says Ronaldo should leave Man U. No worries there, Vincent Bullock. No problem. To be fair, Rushman has gone on lockdown, but thank you for your efforts. Chris Barker says his delivery could unblock the real slab head. Daniel Hendy says, do you identify as a pig, or what the fuck's that about, says Daniel Hendy. I don't identify as a pig, no. It's just a nickname. Ronaldo isn't coming back, says Whip. You'd be gutted if we signed Ward Prowse, says Kate Cadet. Right, yeah. Scouts on the I mean, I wouldn't be gutted, but I think it's just not the standard of player that we need to be sort of going for. He is actually fantastic with his free kicks, his set pieces, stuff like that. Yeah, Gungshi says, please don't spam in the comments. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, spammers get timed out, so don't be spamming up in the chat. Let everybody have their say fairly in the chat here. Darren Nag says, no. Yeah, I know, Ronaldo, what's going on? Tomorrow's a big day to start the conditioning training, says Amita. Get him in there. Get Eric Ten Hag, whipping them raw, lad, and getting them, hoping running those drills and get the sick bags at the standby. You know what I'm saying? Let's run those puke drills. You know what I'm saying? These guys need to get their conditioning up. Surely Bruno can learn to play as a false nine, says Kate Cadet. But why do that, though? Why not just play him in a more natural position for him? This is what I'm saying. Why do we have to do that? No. If we're going to get rid of Ronaldo, we have to sign another striker. We're not going to just put Bruno up there. Although we do have Eriksen now and stuff as well. So that, no, we don't actually. Sorry. We don't have Eriksen now at all. What am I on about? What I mean to say is we should have Eriksen soon. So it could be a possibility. How much does CR7 worth, says Precious Chucks? Okay, so get your votes in, guys. How much do you think in pounds sterling Ronaldo would go for at the moment? He's only got 1 year left on his contract. He's 37, but he's still one of the GOATest players, and he's worth a lot to United. He's at least 40 or 50 million pounds. At least. Even though we signed him for 13 million. He's just worth too much to us, and he's such a commercial beast that he's worth at least 40 mil, I think. I know that sounds ridiculous, because he's literally got less than a year left. And he's 37, but come on, he's still worth his commercial pull and draw is worth it a lot for a lot of clubs in itself. Just the interest, the shirt sales, the profile boost. He's the most followed human being on the planet, etc. So it would be interesting to get him in. 30 says Wackass, 25 says Chris, 15 says John, 20 Mo says Twisted Fate, 25 says Liam, 20 says Valentine, 45 says Conroy, 35 says Aney, 49 says Gamerboy, 25 says Wiggy. I mean, there's a big split there. I mean, really, we only paid 13 for him. No 37-year-old is really worth 50 million, right? However, Ronaldo's not anybody normal. He's a physical beast. He could probably still go on for a good couple of seasons at the top level. And not only that, he's going to add a lot of interest to your team as well. So he's just a great signing for any of the top teams. So you can't let him go for peanuts. Plus, aside from that, he's actually worth a huge amount of money to Manchester United, a massive amount of money compared to what we. He's a massive amount of money that he's worth too much to us, guys. It says that we need 50 or 60 million to go and replace those goals. And even then we can't do it. Nut says 69. Yeah, RJ says 41. Aaron says 10. Gabriel says can't be any more than what we bought him for. Why not? I think it can be. Juventus got mugged off in that deal, my son. It definitely can be more than what we paid for him. I mean, why would we just give him away? He's worth too much to us. $1 billion for CR7. I appreciate that, Gamer Boy. Swap Ronaldo with Lewandowski, says Brendan. If Lewandowski would come, I would jump at the chance for it. Definitely, Lewandowski's the perfect replacement. He's 33. He's a beast of a goal scorer. He would be amazing. But I still doubt that he would want to come because of the Champions League football, the fact we don't have that. Yeah, it's not exactly what the doctor ordered there for him. He wants Champions League football, mate. He wants to go to Barca, doesn't he? He doesn't want to stay really at he doesn't want to go to the Europa League, to be honest. Joe says CR7 is professional. He's not like Pogba, so he will meet with Ten Hag first before saying he wants to leave. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see if Ronaldo turns up for training tomorrow, guys, for pre-season. Exactly, Stuart. He's worth more to United because of the situation they're in. United will have to overpay to replace him. Yeah, that's exactly right, Stuart. Exactly right. And we can't even attract the top players because of the Europa League guff. So that puts us at a disadvantage right there. We literally can't get a striker as good as Ronaldo to replace him. G-Wolf United, mate. Thank you so much for being a member of this channel for 29 months. Ooh, and ooh. Thank you, mate. He says, come on, you sexy Easts. Mate, thank you very much, G-Wolf United. He says, smash that like button. Thank you so much there, G-Wolf, you bloody legend. Guys, smash a like button on the video for it. Hit that thumbs up. We're almost at 400. Also, check out G-Wolf United Gaming on YouTube, guys. This guy does streams, Rocket League gaming streams. He's a top lad. Much love to you, G-Wolf United, man. Thank you so much for supporting this channel for 29 months. You what? 29 months, mate. Can't wait to be a member on your channel, bro. Keep smashing it, lad. And get in there. Let's get an ow and a wolf head in the live chat there for G-Wolf, man. 29 months is a long time, mate. Thank you so much, G-Wolf, for being here and supporting this channel, you legend. You bloody legend. Whip says he just walked out of Juventus last year. If he wants to leave, he just won't show up. Yeah, let's see if he turns up. That's it. I'm thinking he'll be professional and turn up. 50 million for Ronaldo. You must be smoking crack, says the Diamond. You're very astute. No, not at all. But no. Come on. And that's how much he's worth to us, I mean. No 37-year-old's worth 50 mil. That's how much he's worth to us. He's going to score you mad goals. Sherwin Sutherland says, I think everything depends on Barca. If Barca sell De Jong, they will buy Louis, then Bayern will buy Ronaldo, says Sherwin Sutherland. And that's a good point as well. That could happen. It could be like a domino effect. Emmanuel Chanda says, what would you rate summer window of Malacia, Sangare, Martinez, Dumfries, De Jong, and Antony? That would be a good 8 or 9 out of 10, wouldn't it? It has to be. If we got all those players, that'd be very good. Depends who goes. If Ronaldo stays, it's good. If Ronaldo goes, it's not so good. Man United is the new Arsenal, says Irfane Kadili. FIFA today, says CZ Bam. I've got quite a lot to do this afternoon, mate, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to jump on for the 6 p.m. update. But if I do, keep a lookout on the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming. But I will be back on tonight to do the FIFA tonight on this channel, so don't worry about that. But that's going to be late. FC United forever. What's going on, man? Hey there, Jim Watkins. He says, is there where we are these years, Pig, where we only mainly raid Dutch teams and Portuguese leagues? We can no longer buy players from the best clubs in the top leagues no more. Long gone. Incorrect, Jim, because we're trying to work on De Jong from Barca, unless that does fall down. It's just that Ten Hag's come in here, and that's his strategy, clearly, is not to overpay. He feels there's better value elsewhere in players he knows. So it's a little bit different this year. I don't think it's a bad thing. But anyway, right, okay, hang on a sec. We've got some stats here for Malacia. So Malacia is in for his medical as well. Told that Joe Laporte's comment should be taken with a pinch of salt at this stage. Clubs have been agreed a fee. Yep, brilliant. So Tyrone Malacia's Eredivisie stats by numbers in 32 games. 86 tackles, 85% pass accuracy, 51 shots, 50 take-ons successful, 37 clearances, 36 interceptions. I mean, all of his stats here are ridiculously good for over the course of the 32 games. So he's somebody that defensively and offensively should be pretty damn decent for us. I'm looking forward to seeing Malacia play for us, to be fair. Should provide us some good competition for Lucas Shaw. Nice one, CZ Bam. Sue going nowhere, says Darren Nags. Wiggy comments, if we can get Marcel playing to his best, we're laughing. He's a top-tier forward and very underrated, in my opinion. Just needs to get his head into it. Good shout, yeah. I mean, I don't think he will because he's too inconsistent. And can he get his head into it long enough to be able to do the business? That's the question. He's too much of a letdown. He's too much of a confidence player. If everything's not going his way, he bottles it, my son. So I don't think he ever will. But I hope you're right. Misty Miyagi says, Man United need to walk away from Frenkie de Jong now. Go after Sangare and Antony instead. Tell Barca and Frenkie de Jong, you took too long now. Piss off. Be ruthless, not a pushover. I like that attitude, in all fairness. And get Tielemans, Neves, and Sangare. That would be nice. Well, it feels that way, says Jim. Top tier, says Gabriel. What do you mean, son? Gamer Boy Yannick says, smash that like button. Do you think Sancho would get more goals in the new season? Definitely, Gamer Boy, yeah. He will flourish, I think, under Ten Hag now. Only time will tell, but he had a rough season coming in a rough United squad. Tough start to his campaign at United. Tough start to his career. It'll be better this season for him. Yeah, Marcial's had 4 years already, Rush Mano. Hey, Pedro Mascari says, honestly, Ronaldo needs to leave and go to Sporting. You guys are right that he's under a contract. However, the club doesn't deserve him, and honestly, if he leaves, it's a lesson for the Glazers. Yeah, fair one. We can't give him what he needs. He does deserve better than this. He's too good of a player to be playing in this situation. It's a shame because he's a versatile forward we're looking for. I missed 1920 Martial. Well, we're right. We're right in the sense that if Martial can get back to being that sort of player, if he can get on form, if Ten Hag can coach him well and get him playing good stuff, he is a good player and he is versatile. We keep that. We're like walking away from watching Flying Pig. What is that, Vincent Bullock, mate? Don't even know. Please speak English. They seem to be playing games with us. Wanted to sell, said Mr. Miyagi. Now backtracking. Now saying Frenkie de Jong. Yep, sorry, it's going too quick. Hang on. What did that say, guys? The live chat's popping off here, guys. I'll stick around for a good bit more. We'll go on until 4 p.m., shall we, guys? That's 6 minutes' time. Get your comments in. No rush, no rush. Take your time. Take your time, guys. Chill out. Also, we're only 3 likes away from 400. Sue! There's got to be 3 of you legends out there who haven't hit the like button yet. Let's smash the 400. Drop a cheeky little thumbs up on it if you haven't done so. And I'll say it one more time as well, guys. We are a Man United fan channel. We're a community of fans here who get in here and talk about United and cover all the latest news in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. Please do get yourself involved by hitting the subscribe if you're new to this show. Every day we'll be on here. We'll be on here today as well. Later on, we always do an evening show about 9 or 9:30 p.m. But if there's breaking news between now and then, we'll jump on and give you it also. But certainly, we'll do an evening show also. And we got 400 likes, guys. In fact, we got 417. You bloody legends. Get in there. Thank you, everyone, for dropping that like on it. Nice one, Lance. Messi incoming, says Irfane. Okay. Vincent Buller says, Wiggy walking away from De Jong right now would be like walking away from the Flying Pig channel. Oh, I see what you mean now, Vincent. Exactly. It's stupid, isn't it? It doesn't make any sense. You're right, Vincent. You've got to stick it out and get De Jong in, I think. I personally agree. I think that Ten Hag wants to get his guy. Let's just get the deal over the line and get it done. Thank you, Gungshi. We've done it, my son. You legend. Is there any latest breaking news, says Gazzo? Well, no. I mean, basically, Ronaldo, Ronaldo obviously wants to leave. That's updated yesterday. I mean, De Jong is he joining? Isn't he joining? There's this whole debacle. Man United's bid for Martinez is reported to be 45. There's some reports from people, obviously updates, such as Fabrizio Romano on Lisandro Martinez a few hours ago that said that he's clear that he wants to leave, he wants Premier League football, etc. 45 million euros add-on offer from Manchester United. There is also breaking news in regards to Malacia. He's having his medical today, this afternoon. But other than that, nothing too major, to be honest. Yeah, that's right, G-Wolf United, man, my friend. Animal says, I would take Messi. This club is in a mess, says King Jar. Pig, do you know that the Etihad Stadium means the United Stadium in Arabic, says Stephen United. I did not know that, Stephen, to be honest, and that makes me feel sick. Jim says, I strongly disagree with you, Pig, on signing players from big teams. I will phrase it at times. We have failed to get in the past players from big teams, and we recently did get Varane. You think we failed to get in the past players from big teams? I mean, have we done that? Have we failed to get big players from big teams? I don't know. We have signed some big players from big teams recently, in recent years. Yeah, Rafael Varane, he came in. Cristiano Ronaldo came in. Who else, guys? We say, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, we signed him, didn't we? Well, who did he come from? Was that LA Galaxy? I can't remember now, but anyway, I'm just saying, we have signed some big players. Pogba, we signed Pogba. That's years ago now, though. Thank you, Rushmana, you bloody legend. Thanks for giving me the info as well. Drive Along says, now Ronaldo is doing the Pogba thing, bigger than the club. Maybe, or maybe he's just trying to force the Glazers to spend money. Did it ever occur to you that maybe Ten Hag don't want Ronaldo and this is the PR spin? Jarvis, not really, because if Ten Hag doesn't want Ronaldo, then he's a bloody raving idiot, isn't he? Sorry to say. Ronaldo can definitely play at the top of the team. He scored 18 goals for us last season in a shit team. Like, we don't have any other forward options. It's not like he did get Darwin Núñez. Maybe if we got Darwin Núñez, but no, I don't think that at all, because we haven't got any other forwards. Oh dear. Pig, do you think Ten Hag would ever walk away from a lack of signings? No, mate. He's getting paid a shitload of cash. Surely would announce new signings this week. Yeah, definitely, Malps. Come on, it's got to happen. Malacia on Monday, and then hopefully some of these other players we're talking about, De Jong, Eriksen, in the coming days after that. I think Ronaldo's could stay, Gazzo, depends who we sign. And I also think that we've got his contract and we own his contract, and he's here for a year whether he likes it or not, my friend. You're not going anywhere. That's how I feel about it. You're staying whether you like it or not, Cristiano. I don't care if he has to play out there chained up with handcuffs on his hands. He's playing for us. Okay, so what do you think about Pau Torres? I heard Tellez and Bailly could be involved in an exchange, says Gabriel. Vincent says, God, I just had a WhatsApp picture sent to me. Wish I could show you guys, but I'm not allowed due to confidential reasons, but the medical looks like it's going down well. Nice one, Vincent. Sounds like bullshit to me. Any news on Schneider, says Brennan? Send me the pic, yeah. I love Ronaldo more than anything, but to turn your back on the club that made you who you are today is not acceptable. He can leave if he wants. You are never bigger than the club. If that's the case, Mojo, and he really wants to go, then we can't stand in his way, really, can we? As long as the price is right. But we do hold his contract, and we do need his goals. So unless we get a good deal, hey, look, let's obviously, unless we do get a good deal, sorry to say, but he stays. King Jar, hello. He says these stupid owners only focusing on big name players to sell shirts instead of focusing on players who will die to sign for this beautiful club. Great point as well. Yeah. They always have to just get the commercial signings in before anything else. I agree. De Jong coming, says Chico Goblin. Pfft, Hopefully, bud. Looks like it. It looks like it, doesn't it? But hey, look, who knows? Would swap Ronaldo for Kante and ZX as Aaron Siri. Interesting. Well, not a bad idea if they really wanted him, but Chelsea, I couldn't see Ronaldo at Chelsea. I wouldn't have it, guys. Though he's got to go abroad if he's going to go anywhere. Okay, I'll ask the chat, guys. If you think Ronaldo does leave and go somewhere, where does he end up going? Let us know. Zlatan says Pete Morris. Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. Would swap from PSG, says Pete Morris. Would swap Ronaldo for Timo Werner, says Aaron Siri. Let him go, put back Rashford back up top, says Anthony Black. Ruining this club, says Chico Goblin. They're trying to make us a franchise. Sing Game says, I want Ronaldo to go. I never wanted his legendary status to be tarnished by a Gashnish. He should have never come back, in my opinion. Fair enough, Sing Games. Yeah, he, unfortunately, as Gashnish as it is to say, look, this club's a great club, but it's not in a great place at the moment, and our owners are certainly not great. But because of that, Ronaldo's status is just, I mean, he's just bigger than us at the moment. Unfortunately, his ideas are to try and win the Champions League and win trophies, and we can't provide him with that. We're actually just having a nightmare. Bayern Munich, says King Jar and Chris Barker. Juventus says Anor. Bayern or Sporting, says CC Bam. Munich, says Chris Ryan. Yeah, I think you guys are right with the Bayern move, but Bayern apparently not interested. So, you know, this is what Christian Fox said earlier anyway. The rumours about Ronaldo to Bayern are still not true, but it could become true though, couldn't it? Especially if Lewandowski's sold. I would be sniffing around Cristiano Ronaldo if I was them to replace him 100%. Ronaldo out, crybaby, says Alex Core. Oh, we got some people hating on Ronaldo here. You know what? Let's have a little cheeky little look at this. I'm going to get in the live chat with a vote. Ronaldo in or out? What's your feeling, guys? Ronaldo in or out? Did I already do this earlier? I can't remember now. I don't think I did. Ronaldo in or out? Do you want him in or do you want him out? Sing Game says, I'd love City or Liverpool to get Ronaldo. It might wake up our fans and push them to force a change at a club. You fucking what, mate? No, thanks. No, well, I think it should force that anyway if he goes to a different club, let alone bloody City or Liverpool. Definitely don't want that. Could you imagine? Shit. Ronaldo MLS. Bayern trying to lower the price, says Mark Oliver. You did keep or sell, says Mark Oliver. Oh, that's basically that, isn't it? That's basically that, isn't it, I suppose? Oh, never mind. Maybe Ronaldo's putting stories out there to push the club to make more signings. He's one of us. I think so too, Wiggy. That could be it. Let's give him a chance first. Let's see if he turns up for training. Let's see if we do go out there and try and sign some more players now because of it. Yeah. Oh, okay, Vincent. Thank you. I did it earlier. Well, most people want him to stay, it looks like, anyway. 62% in. Varol Williams says in. Nice one. Okay, thank you, guys. I've forgotten already. My memory's shot. He should go. He deserves better than United, says Hero. I think something big is going to happen, says Amy Evans. Well, we need some surprises. We need some surprise signings, some big additions, a huge boost, a shot in the arm for Ronaldo and everybody else, because they've got players unsettled at the moment because we're not doing any business. We're not showing any ambition. And this is what I like to hear. I like to hear players. You know, Ronaldo's got ambition. That's why this has come out. You don't hear this from Harry Maguire's camp, do you? You haven't heard that Harry Maguire's unsettled because he's worried about the lack of ambition that the club are showing. No, I'll tell you why. Firstly, because he's shit and he's lucky to play for Man United. Secondly, because he's a crap captain. And also, thirdly, because, well, he's a fucking breeze block. But also, Stubby Maguire, though, I mean, look, he's the captain. If anybody should be coming out and voicing concerns about the lack of signings and this sort of stuff, it should be him. The only difference is that he's a debacle merchant and there would be no belief that nobody would believe in that. You know, it'd be a bonus if he wanted to leave. Alex Core, thank you for hitting that subscribe button, Alex. Appreciate your butter. If you're new to the show, just like Alex Core, hit that subscribe button, get involved. I'm going to stick on for just a couple more minutes, guys, and get some more comments read out. Pig, I know we need him, but I've got a bad feeling he will go, says Gungshi. Ooh, I know. I feel like we need him as well. I suppose if we strengthen massively elsewhere, once Ronaldo went, it wouldn't be the end of the world if the overall team is way better. But we'd have to show true ambition if Ronaldo went. Gabriel says a lot of people want Ronaldo gone, but the players who are actually not good enough, nobody's talking about them. Exactly, Gabriel. Those are the tossers we need gone. CR7 doesn't need a transfer. He needs to be retired, says Jonathan Gucci Mane. Not at all. He's still good enough until he's 40 to do it at the top level. And then he'll probably have a swan song season for Sporting and still do well. And then it's time to retire. Maguire couldn't run a bar, says Aaron Siri. We'll with fun for Maguire out, says Amit Kumar. I agree, Stuart Orlinson. Disgraceful fans hating on Ronaldo. He has a winning mentality. The team doesn't. Exactly. Anthony Black says, look back when we play without him, we play better. Incorrect, Anthony Black. Totally wrong. In fact, we lost every single game that Cristiano Ronaldo didn't start this season. So you're totally wrong. But thanks for your comment, though. Pig, what's your target for next season, says Chris Ryan. 4th place, really. Champions League football. That's all we can really expect for Ten Hag's first season, I think. I like Elanga, CZ Bam. Yeah, I rate him. Give him time. Give him chances. He could develop well. He's got to take those chances. Emma K says, nah, legend or not, have some respect and say if you want in or out earlier as you're our only striker we can count on to score. Well, that was what is probably he was thinking of staying in here, to be honest, Emma. I don't think he was going anywhere. That's why he didn't say out earlier, because he could have done this at the start of the window. He's done this now, I think, to maybe force us to sign players. And also because we haven't shown the same ambition maybe he was promised. So there's been a month of the window. Where's the players? I can understand his frustration. I can. Sheikhouse and Maguire making excuses in post-match interviews where he has done big mistakes. Pisses me right off, says Sheikhouse. Oh, big time. He's an idiot. We beat City 3 times without him, says Anthony Black. Oh, you mean the season before? I see what you're saying, Anthony Black. Fair enough. Well, okay, the season before we were better, but that's a whole different year, man. That's a whole different vibe. You can't blame Ronaldo for the team going to pot after that, man. I don't think you can. Do we need Ronaldo to get forced, says Chris Ryan? I mean, no, if we replace well. If we replace well in other areas of the team, we can actually improve the team overall. But Ronaldo's a goal scorer. Why not improve the team overall and have that goal scorer? That's what I don't get. Yep, true, Erfane. Only one player is not a team. Ten Hag have a plan for United. Might go down if we're not careful, says Joe. Hey, thank you, Shawari Ahmed. I appreciate you getting in here, raw lad. Thank you so much there. He says, calm down, Pig. Romano Goat won Champions League and De Jong ain't coming, says Shawari Ahmed. Mate, you calm yourself down, sir. Sniffing around Cristiano. You are having a mare, son. Now, how do you know? Look, to be fair, I'm pretty sure De Jong will be coming, mate. I'm just going to put it out there. I think he's more than likely to come than not. I don't think it's a huge, massive, it's not that likely because there's still a lot to work out, but we've agreed in principle. We've been working on it for a month. Look, all roads are pointing to we sign him at the moment, dude. Otherwise, we just pull out and there'd be news that the deal's been dead for a while now, or it will come any moment. But let's face it, we're still working on this deal, my son. Gungshi says, unfortunately, United had a bad habit of not delivering since Fergie left. He really was something, wasn't he, guys? He really was something. I was looking at some records of his the other day, actually, and crikey, so I believe in his career he got 49 major trophies, and in the modern era, like the second manager since Premier League era on, the second manager in any league, I think, is like Pep Guardiola, who's got like 31 trophies. So 31 trophies Pep's got. Fergie had 49. It's fucking nuts, isn't it? It's nuts. No, it's gonna take some doing to catch Fergie up. It's gonna take some doing to do that. Yep, Fergie was quite something. Agreed, says Aaron Sherry. 2 months, says Annie Evans. Anthony says, is he not happy because we may get Anthony someone faster than him? No, I think that there could be a case of we might get Anthony if Ronaldo goes, though. No, he's not going to be bothered about that, my son. He wants players and wingers to be as good as possible to feed him chances. You feel De Jong would come because he would play in a way he would be great in. Yes, I mean, he's going to be like the player we build the team around. He's going to be a focal point in that midfield. Plus, Ten Hag's here. Look, he doesn't actually want to leave Barca. We know that much. He said as much. However, if they do sell him for the financial reasons, he's got to go and play somewhere. Hey, watching from Ghana. Shout out to you, Arafat Kareem. Thank you very much for joining us from Ghana, my friend. Truly global channel. Great to see you, bud. Nice one. Nick Morris says De Jong is coming to United. Laporte's comments about De Jong staying is to save face as they know he's about to leave. Great shout, Nick. Great shout, my son. Hypha Venerian says, if you look at Instagram, the last photo with anything to do with United is 7 weeks ago, says Hypha Venerian. Aaron Siri, Ronaldo has not found a new club. It's understood his agent is discussing options with clubs, though. Guys, I'm going to have to wrap this video up now because it's gone on a long one, but we've still got 500 legends tuning in. You're a bunch of absolute heroes. We'll give you all the latest updates throughout the day, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the little bell icon so you get notifications when we post and go live. We're going to be on here every day throughout this transfer window, giving you all the latest updates in the afternoon and in the evening. And if there is extra news, like breaking news, like there has been the last few days, we'll jump on as it happens live. So make sure you click the subscribe button and also click the little bell icon so you get a little notification when we post and go live. Thank you, A Zombie Virus, for subscribing. Hey there, Walking Stone. What's going on? You're watching from Uganda. Nice one, Ruben John. Welcome in. Shout out to Uganda, bro. Thank you for getting in here, my man. Yep, thank you, Rushmano, for all the updates. Thank you, all of the moderators. Rushy, Wiggy, of course, Johnny Gals, these legends, Gungshi, you know, everyone who's got in here today. Thank you very much for watching. And all the legends in the chat, Star Rage, Ruben John, Twisted Fate, Walking Stone, United Till I Die, Stuart Orlison, CZ Bam, John Allen, Vincent Bullock, Millicent, Jepraku, and everyone as well. Aaron Siri, you know, thank you everyone for watching. Joe Snow, Lewis, Wiggy, Twisted Fate, all legends, man. Thanks for coming in here and having your say. Thanks for chatting with us. Thanks for getting your thoughts and opinions in and listening to me as well. And for liking the video as well. Thanks for dropping a like. Make sure you do drop a like before you go. Cheers, Chris Barker. Thank you, Sheikow Goblin. Gary Finnegan watching from Dublin. Top man, my son. Have a Guinness for me, son. Conroy Schuller, Dizzy Red Devil, Jim Watkins as well. Gung Shi, Anthony Black, Chris Ryan, Compost Smurf, Gung Shi Legend. Have a great one, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you all for watching. Drop that like before you go. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Click the bell icon for notifications and when we go live so you don't miss a thing. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch as well. And also, come back after this is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section. The debate doesn't have to finish there. You can come back and comment, and we'll try and respond to them, and everybody can comment and keep the debate going. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you, Chris Koo, Annie Evans, King Jar, Jim Watkins, Sin Games, and all the legends of the chat. Have a great day, guys. That's the latest afternoon news. We'll give you the evening news tonight about 9-ish, and if there's anything breaking in between, I'll obviously jump on and keep you posted. Cheers, Nick Morris. Have a great day, folks. Wonderful to see you all. See you later. No new signing for Manchester United, but Malacia Medical still working on De Jong. Don't panic on that one just yet. And of course, Lisandro Martinez bid has been submitted, and we're still waiting to hear from Christian Eriksen. The King, come on, United, sort your bloody lives out. We're going to lose Cristiano Ronaldo unless we pull our bloody fingers out and sign some quality players. Like, subscribe, comment, folks. I'll see you on the next one. I'm the Pig, and I'm out of here. Come on, United, you melters. Sui.